You guys really liked my No Box Art Box rendition of the April ScrawlrBox that I haven't received yet, so let's do it again with May's box. I'm also expecting the May 2020 ScrawlrBox, it's in the mail somewhere, so we'll also compare what I do with this match set to the real thing when it arrives. Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. I'm doing yet another No Box Art Box while I wait on my real ScrawlrBoxes, and as I mentioned, today I'm doing the May 2020 ScrawlrBox. No Box Art Box is a simple and fun art challenge I created back in 2020 where you recreate the experience of an art supply subscription box using supplies you already own. There are many reasons to do it. Maybe you can't afford the real thing right now, or you're already spending on a box from a different company. Maybe you want to experience a past box that isn't available for backorder. Maybe you want to try the concept of a subscription box out before you commit. Maybe you've got the real box coming, but thanks to your less accessible location and current events slowing the system down, your box is traveling slower than a landlocked tortoise. Whatever the reason, there are 3 simple steps to do this challenge. Step number 1. Pick an art or craft subscription service you like and pick a month that has already shipped. Look up the contents. Step number 2, match the contents as close as possible using supplies you already own. Exact matches are fine as long as you're not replicating a box you actually already received. If that's the case, try to pick the next closest match in your collection. Step number 3, make art using only the supplies you've matched, and if the original box had a prompt or theme, try to stick to it. If you do the No Box Art Box challenge, don't forget to use the hashtag NoBoxArtBox, all one word, and feel free to send me a message or drop a link in the comments down below if you want to make doubly sure I see yours. I do curate a master playlist here on YouTube for everyone's No Box Art Box videos, and I'd love to add yours to the list. The theme for the May 2020 ScrawlrBox is Carbon Heroes, which is a clever double meaning in this case. Carbon Hero can refer to the companies taking part in the green production effort known as Carbon Heroes, but we're also working with a lot of specifically carbon-based supplies in this box. I decided to go with the environmental meaning, and I'll be attempting a portrait of Greta Thunberg. As per usual, I'm going to run through the items the real box sent and what I've matched those items with first before I talk about the piece I created. As I mention each item I'm using, a clip from the mock unboxing will go back up in the corner for your reference. I've done my usual research into pricing for these items, tallied the total value of the box contents, and ran the numbers to determine how much subscribers do or do not save. This is both considering only RRP prices and considering prices in the wild. And for the non-UK customers, it also considers shipping costs. All of that is in the description box down below, with all prices given in pounds sterling, US dollars, and Canadian dollars. I will say pricing this box was difficult because a lot of these items simply aren't offered open stock, so estimates were calculated based on pack size. It will be interesting to see what ScrawlrBox's editors label all the RRP values as when I can read the box's menu card for myself. Based on my estimates, this is one of the few ScrawlrBoxes that isn't a good deal based on RRP for most customers. That's really rare with this company, but it's actually a better deal than real-world pricing for customers in the USA, which is also odd. The May 2020 ScrawlrBox contains 2 sticks of Willow Charcoal from Coates, a stick of compressed charcoal from Sea White of Brighton, a koh-i-noor Gioconda charcoal pencil, 2 chalk pastel pencils and a colorless blender pencil from Lyra, 5 cotton swabs from Eco Living, a double-ended eraser pencil from Faber-Castell, a kneaded eraser from Windsor Newton, a double-hole pencil sharpener from Cumin, and an 8-sheet A5 pad of gray-toned paper from Clairefontaine. The Coates Willow Charcoal sticks are 2 different sizes, a thin and a medium, and calculating the cost per stick from the pack RRP on the Coates website tallies to £0.62 total. Willow Charcoal is sometimes mistakenly referred to as Vine Charcoal, and really they're interchangeable when your art teacher asks you to bring them to class, but Willow Charcoal is made from willow sticks, as the name implies, and Vine Charcoal is made from grapevines. I'll be using 2 different size sticks from my own charcoal. I don't know if these are Vine or Willow, and I don't remember the brand. I bought a large box of whatever was being sold at my school's bookstore the one semester I took life drawing, and I haven't really done charcoal work since, so I've got a lot of sticks left. The compressed charcoal stick included in the box is a rectangular piece, and it's made by Sea White of Brighton. Without access to the smaller text on the menu card, which I can't really read in anybody's tiny little Instagram photos, I don't know if this is a soft, medium, or hard stick. The manufacturer does have pricing on their website, but only if you're logged in, and they process user registration by hand, so there was no way I was going to get that information in time for all of this. My best guess at RRP is based on the highest Euro product listing I could find, converted from euros because apparently none of my go-to UK art retailer sites sell this UK brand. The estimate is £0.59 per stick, calculated and converted from the highest Euro listing of a box of 12. The difference between willow and vine charcoal and the various forms of compressed charcoal is that the charcoal created in the initial kiln process with willow sticks and grapevine is crushed and shaped into denser sticks with varying amounts of binders. Softer sticks resulting from less binder used will produce darker marks, and firmer sticks resulting from more binder used will produce lighter marks. I'm using a round charcoal stick from Faber-Castell, and this appears to be medium hardness. The koh-i-noor Gioconda charcoal pencil is compressed charcoal in a wooden case, similar to a standard graphite pencil, except the core is compressed charcoal. My estimated RRP based on a 3-pack listing is £1.86. Like the Sea White compressed charcoal stick, I'm not sure without reading the smaller text on the menu card which hardness has been sent. I'm using an unbranded charcoal pencil in medium, and this is likely also an old purchase from that semester when I took the life drawing course. The Lyra chalk pastels sent in the May 2020 box are white and light sepia, and the total RRP for the pair is £3.92. These are standard soft pastel cores in a wood pencil casing, and the brand is the German pencil maker Lyra, not the Lyra Rembrandt label from Royal Talons. I'm replacing these with a light sepia from koh-i-noor Gioconda and a white from Stabilo Carbothello. The Lyra Splendor pencil is a colorless blender by the same company as the chalk pastel pencils. It's a pretty standard colorless blender pencil, normally intended for colored pencils, but unlike other brands I've worked with before, this one specifically claims to be best with oil-based and liquid wax cores, rather than simply all wax cores, which makes me wonder what the base of this core's formula is. RRP is £1.83. In its place, I'm using a Prismacolor Premier wax-based colorless blender pencil. My choices were this or my Derwent colorless blender, but this one was in my pencil drawers on my desk, and the Derwent is in my travel pencil wrap, so convenience made the decision for me. The Eco-Living cotton buds included in the May 2020 box are organic, recycled, fair trade cotton. This brand is only available in the UK, so you'll notice in my real-world pricing research down below that I wasn't able to get US or Canadian dollar prices. For real-world price totals, I just used the converted price in pounds, assuming you can find a UK retailer that would ship this to North America. They're normally sold in boxes of 100, and the only real-world pricing discounts I've seen are a matter of a couple pence. 5 buds is worth 13 pence RRP, or 12 pence at the best discount I could find. Fairly cheap, hardly even worth considering in the box total. I'm using a budget brand from Walmart because that's what we've currently got in the bathroom. Cotton buds are an odd choice for me, considering paper tortillons and specialty sponges are so common for charcoal and pastel work. I find the cotton pulls away from the stick way too quickly when you try to blend with these. The Faber-Castell Perfection double-ended eraser pencil is 2 different eraser cores in a wooden pencil casing. Faber-Castell Perfection pencils are also sold as one type of core throughout, with a dust brush on the other end. Subscription boxes seem to favor the double-ended option. RRP is £1.99. Half of the eraser core is a typical pink eraser meant for graphite and similar media, and the other half is a firmer white core meant for tougher media like ink and colored pencil. I'm using that exact eraser pencil. Technically I shouldn't, because I'm getting this exact box and I have a koh-i-noor eraser pencil I could have used if my brain was working, but I'm going to argue that the exact match is actually okay in this case, despite the caveat in step number 2 of the challenge. I got this from a past ScrawlrBox, June 2018, so any longtime subscribers will already have this item. It won't be new to me because of the May 2020 box. Faber-Castell is also one of my all-time favorite art supply brands, so if wooden cased eraser pencils were my thing, I would have already bought this long before that 2018 box. I know the art store I used to waste time at waiting for buses back in 2008-ish carried them, so I'm honestly amazed I never bought one. Moving on. That wasn't the only eraser included in the May 2020 box. They also sent the Winsor Newton Medium Kneaded Putty Eraser. This is a fairly standard kneaded eraser, it's white, and medium refers to the size, not how firm it is. RRP is £2.40. In its place, I'm using a random hunk of grey kneaded eraser from my collection. This is very likely the koh-i-noor one we received from ScrawlrBox in 2018, since I had it in a plastic case to stay clean, rather than floating around naked like my older Generals ones. The Cumin Magnesium Double Hole Sharpener, as it's labeled by ScrawlrBox, is a wedge-style manual sharpener with 2 holes in different sizes. Magnesium refers to the fact that this is a magnesium alloy. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be the 810 or 911mm combo. RRP is £1.20, and this item is the most guilty party in making real-world prices for this box's items in the USA more expensive than the converted RRP total. Who knew Cumin's plain sharpeners without cases were the more expensive ones on this side of the pond? I'm using a double-hole manual sharpener by Mobius and Rupert, which came in the March 2019 ScrawlrBox. The paper in the May 2020 box is an 8-sheet A5 size pad of paint-on toned paper by Clairefontaine, and this time it's grey. We got the same product in black in December with the Derwent metallic colored pencils. RRP based on a 20-sheet A5 pad should be £1.28, but December's card said the black paper pad was worth £2.50. I'm going to call that a new product price and go with the lower RRP. To replace this, I'm using a piece of Strathmore Artigain toned paper. As I mentioned, I haven't done a lot of charcoal work since that semester of life drawing classes, and that was 2007. It's been a while. Back then, we generally did our work on a large pad of newsprint paper, which is slick and soft, so I was expecting everything to smudge super easy like it used to on that newsprint paper. Surprise! The chalk pastels don't actually want to budge on this, so anywhere I didn't want any trace of the white reference lines I did over my sketch, I had to actually erase them first. That's the one and only reason the eraser pencil got any use in this piece. I tried using the blender pencil once, didn't find it did much, and forgot to give it another go. The cotton swabs got more use, but ultimately I found the best blending tool was my own fingers. How do you think this turned out, keeping in mind this was very likely my first charcoal piece in 13 years? Overall, I like it, though I'll be first to admit the mouth got off-center, and I seem to have aged Greta up slightly into an older teenager. When I get this box for real, my subject will be another great young climate activist, Vanessa Nakate. If you've already received the May 2020 ScrawlrBox, let me know what you thought of the supplies, and if you're also still waiting on it like I am, let me know which item you're most excited to try out. Also, sorry if this is the thing that spoiled the box for you, but I did put the month in the title, so... If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left-hand side of the screen now, or you can check out my writing and booky topics channel, The Westvale Archives, over on the right. I upload art content here twice a week at minimum, every Tuesday and Thursday, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!